Alright, hello everyone, this is Kinetic. I'm going to be casting a game between Adelscott and, let's see here, DieStar. These players both play for Team Millennium. I believe this is a tournament game, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of play we see out of here. This is on Metalopolis. DieStar is playing Terran, and Adelscott is playing Protoss. So they did get the close positions by air, so we may see some kind of drop play from DieStar. It's fairly easy to drop. This distance is very short, and Adelscott, the Protoss, is going to be needing to defend his natural over on this side. So we see very standard 9 pylon out of Adelscott, the Protoss, and then supply depot, just like we would expect from DieStar. So far, a very typical game. Just exactly what we would expect to see out of these players. So it'll be interesting to see how this game shapes up. I don't expect to see any kind of fast expand out of either of these players in this matchup in these positions. So we do see Gateway going down for the Protoss, Barracks going down for the Terran. More than likely we're going to see the Terran take his gas right now, and then after he gets his gas, he'll probably build a Marine, maybe a reactor, but then you're going to see that orbital go down right away. Very standard, the way basically everyone opens up. For the Protoss, we see gas going down as well. Very simple timing. Allows him to get stalkers up, and more importantly allows him to start warp gate, which is very critical. We don't see any kind of second gateway, at least yet, for the Protoss, so we're not going to see any kind of zealot rushes or anything like that. Probably going to see a cybernetics core starting. Yeah. And then for the Terran, we do have the orbital going down, so again, very standard play. Here, we do have 1 Marine coming out. There'll be enough gas for a reactor. As soon as this finishes, if that's what he plans to do, he's actually building a 2nd Marine, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. He is building a supply depot behind the vents here. That just allows him to see any kind of proxy pylons or cannons, anything like that from the Protoss. So we do see the core finishing. Warp gate starts immediately, like normal. We have 1 zealot finished with a stalker on the way. So play looking very standard so far. We do see DieStar starting his factory, and his reactors just finishing up, so this will allow him to build Marines 2 at a time, and then also get out whatever kind of mech he wants, or just go for that quick starport to maybe do some Banshee harassment. We do see him still having the scouting SCV in the Protoss base. That's going to allow him to see what's going on. It looks like the Stalker went back to kill it and just missed. So DieStar doing a good job of just hiding that SCV, allowing him to get vision for as long as possible here. We do see a Nexus now going down for the Protoss. So it's a pretty quick expansion. We'll see how the Terran player deals with that. They've already gone 2 racks and a factory. They're now going for Hellions, getting a tech lab, and now a starport. So it's unlikely with this much tech that they're planning to expand right now, but we'll see. It's going to be a little bit hard for Adelscott to hold off this strong tech and 1-base play with this early expansion. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a lot of pressure coming up and how Adelscott deals with that. I don't believe this has been scouted yet. Going to the DieStar cam, no, it has not been scouted yet. Let me take it off his camera. So he's going to scout this expansion with his Hellion. He's going to see just a Stalker and a Sentry. That's going to make him feel pretty comfortable that he can probably put on some pressure. He's already got like a number of Marines, I think 8 or 9 Marines, a Marauder, and then that Hellion just poking around. Whereas the Protoss really just has 2 Stalkers and a Sentry to try to hold all that off. That's going to be very, very difficult. Just now remembering to mine. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for him to hold this off if the Terran player does decide to put on some pressure here, which I think he should. Yeah, we do see a medevac coming out, so we may see a drop in the back. That would be very hard to hold off for the Protoss in this position, especially if he's also getting pressured at the front, which we might see. We may see Marines come in at the front, while maybe Hellions and some Marines are dropped in the back to harass the workers there. We don't really see any kind of tech coming out for the Protoss. He's just on 4 gates. Warp gates finished, of course. Then he is throwing down a Robo, so maybe going to see some Immortals to try to deal with this. And then eventually, of course, Colossi. So we do see the Marines, Hellions, and the one medevac coming forward. This is going to be, I think, pretty tough for the Protoss to deal with at this point. We'll have to see how this battle plays out. Let me pull up the units. Basically, 8 Stalkers, 2 Zealots, and 2 Sentries versus 18 Marines. That's going to be pretty hard, maybe doable. This fight is really going to be very critical for the Protoss. So we see him kind of running around, trying to do more warp-ins, trying to kind of hold off fighting as long as possible so he can get as many units out as he can. You see the Protoss really just cleaning this up nicely. So he's able to basically delay the battle a little bit, get another round of warpings done, and then push this back. So now the Terran is in a very bad position. He has not expanded. Even now, he's just going to be really hard-pressed to even push out enough units to hold this off, especially if we see some kind of forward pylon. That's just going to be very difficult. He's building another medevac, but he did lose the one he had. So it looks like the Protoss may be able to just win this almost immediately if he decides to reinforce here, which he is. You can see there's lots more units streaming in. The Terran has just 3 Marines, 4 Marines now, versus these 5 Stalkers. He does pull SCVs to try to hold, has a medevac out, but I mean, there's no way he's going to hold this. Yeah, that's the GG from DieStar. So very, very quick game. Basically what we saw was the Terran deciding to push off one base, almost an all-in, with the Protoss going for a fairly fast expand and managing to just in time hold that off. So it might have been different if the Terran would have scouted that expansion earlier and could have attacked almost as soon as it went down. Might have been a totally different game, but the way it played out, once this expansion was up and mining, there was just no way the Terran could hold off the 2-base Protoss, even just with the gateway units. So, very good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it.